Hello everybody and welcome back to the Rodea the Sky Soldier playthrough. It's time for chapter 16. Oh yeah!
Rodea, take care of her.
Of course, we should get going now.
Excuse me?
Sonia!
I need to apologize for something. I know who told those soldiers about the location of our village. It was me.
Huh? Really?
Yes, really.
Why?
Now I have to say this is one of the weirdest cutscenes in the game. Like, it's so bizarre.
Oh my, what a cool.
Like, I mean, just what is this?
Hey, you. Do you happen to know where Ion lives?
Oh, you're quite the little talker. Ion's house is just that way.
Thank you. And with that, this one's plan is ready to go.
Oh my, a little birdie fairy. Bye-bye, birdie fairy. I'm so sorry.
Huh?
It's okay. Ion is safe now.
I'm gonna go apologize to everyone else.
Well... Do you really need to? What happened is in the past now.
Oh my, but Ion...
She's fine.
Hey, it's not your place to say that.
I know, but... Anyway, let's go.
Thank you so much. Please take care.
Thanks. You take care of yourself too, okay?
Yes.
So, with that really odd cutscene there, we are now into chapter 16, Snowbank Amid Frozen Skies, which is quite fun from what I remember, although I think it's, and I say think, and I definitely mean no, considering I can see what's coming up ahead, features a really mean instance of strong wind. And, like, it's cruel. But we'll get to that when we get to that. I just wanted to kind of go back to that just completely balmy cutscene that we just witnessed. Like, I get the gist that they wanted to make it clear how the machines found Ion. But it just makes Sonia seem so dim. And like, I wonder whether that was the point, but I don't think it's handled particularly well. I mean, I suppose it's probably asking a little bit too much for a game like this to deal with either something that you could describe as learning difficulties or kind of something along those lines with any sense of maturity. But it's just like, if you're going to go for it, just don't do it like that. And here we have a really cruel enemy, because he'll jump at you and he's got spikes and he's just generally really difficult, because like he blocks you if you attack from the front, so you've got to try and loop around, but if you're not careful he will clobber you. And for some reason he always catches me off guard. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how to really avoid getting caught off guard by him, so I think that's probably meant to be the point. I don't know. But we are, I believe, very nearly at kind of the big area for this level. If not, we're coming up to a point where, if I recall correctly, I died in my first run of the game. So I think I got slightly overly cocky with one of the bonus rooms in this particular level. So it was probably the deadliest chapter that I faced. Apart from, say, the final boss, which is easily the most difficult bit of the game. Although saying that, there's a one level right near the end of the game which is particularly difficult, so it could be either or, really. But I remember getting particularly stuck in this particular moment, because I think it's just a case of timing when you've got to hit the button, but it's sometimes it feels difficult to get the timing down. I mean, that went rather smoothly, but I remember just getting stuck there for what felt like a very, very long time, and I think in the context of the level, it was a very long time. I think because I thought, well, do I need to do something to permanently turn off the shield? But no, you've just got to time it and just hit it, and then you're all good to go. Also, it's probably not a good idea... Oh no, this one's quite an easy bonus room, which I'm quite grateful for. But when you've got something like the gauntlet on, those bonus rooms can be a little bit ridiculous. Because obviously the gauntlet auto kind of locks you onto stuff and just sends you flying towards it at breakneck speed. And that can just get a little bit ridiculous. Still, we are progressing quite nicely, and here is what I recall to be the final bit of the level, which is where we're going to get a lot of strong wind blowing you all over the place. This was actually, when I first played the game, the first instance that I found of the wind killing me. Because if you aren't careful and you get kind of swept off, you will kind of get flung off the level, and if you kind of fall too far, then you are deader than dead. And you'll get a miss, and obviously that's not fun. And I seem to recall dying just as I was trying to get to the final blizzard machine, which was just like, ah! Now admittedly the wind can be helpful, in that it can, because it will slow your progress, it means that you can target things better or get a slightly better kind of timing going on. But also it can really badly screw you over if you've got like those shields that you've got to deal with, because then you're kind of having to muck about trying to just get the timing right, and you might just miscalculate because of the wind or whatever, and this was so close. Like, I think if I hadn't been able to get back in time, that would have ended in death, which is never fun. Now, I'm pretty sure that there's, like, the final bonus room is located somewhere in this massive structure, but I have actually yet to see it, which is rather unfortunate, but I can't quite be bothered to go hunting around for it. Because this wind just gets frustrating after a while. I'm just quite glad that they have these kind of glowing green lights which point you in the direction of where you need to go. So, I mean, it's... was it Mr. Directo? I think was what Ion called it. I mean, the slightly annoying thing is that it doesn't necessarily tell you whether it's below you or above you or whatever. So you have got to kind of just think, well, I can't see it here, so I've either got to go down or up or whatever, which I suppose makes sense, but still. Also, yay! A bronze medal! That's, like, yeah, the second medal we've picked up, which is just like, what? And I probably should have gone for the gun to make this a little bit simpler for myself. But, I don't know. I like the gauntlet. I mean, I don't always like the gauntlet because it can be rather infuriating. But it's helping me do magical things, so I'll let it live for now. And anyway, we're right at the end of the chapter. Like, as soon as we destroy this final blizzard machine, the chapter is over, and it's just over here, so it's gone pretty gosh darn quickly. And there we go! Chapter 16 is done and dusted. Hell yeah!
Okay, I got them all.
Hey, the stream is melting.
So yeah, that was rather quick, wasn't it? Oh well, time to move on to chapter 17.